going on YouTube? Joe the dog trainer here, hanging out with my boy Prince. We're out in the park taking a morning walk before it gets too hot out here. It's already real hot, so we're about to cut it short. Get him back in the car. Come on, bud. But I know a lot of the OGs to the channel, they're always asking about Prince, so figured I'd give you guys another little preview how he's doing. I'm gonna do a video just on him soon enough, but that's not what this is about today. Today, this video is about Ghost. Owned by my own brother, Pat, but bred by some really close friends of mine, Eric and Craig Wiley, out of Sarasota, Florida. They produced a very nice litter when they made Ghost. And Ghost is coming to me for some fear reactivity issues. Initially, when I met Ghost, I did think, and based on what I seen and what I heard, I did think that this was probably more of a genetic cause. Sorry, bud. A genetic cause for the reactivity more so than an environmental one. And then I also heard maybe some other owners out of that litter are dealing with similar issues, and so that furthered my theory. But after starting to work with Ghost, really proud of Eric. Whoa, something jumped out at him. Really proud of Eric and Craig for producing this litter. Very stable dogs, very stable dogs. They just some of the owners just didn't do all the necessary things to get their dogs to be social, confident, and tolerant of certain things. But as soon as I started working with Ghost, he's responding very, very well to it. You guys are going to see step by step what I'm doing to get him back on track, so that he can live peacefully, happily, and confidently in his new home with his owners and have a long, healthy life. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Stay tuned. All right, so here he is. Here's Ghost, and I'm starting him off just like any other dog I would. I'm just starting to engage with some play. You can see he's a little bit nervous to take the toy. He's a little bit nervous to come to me. He wants to have fun. He just doesn't seem like he knows what's appropriate and what's not. A little bit of barking, a little bit of standoffishness here. Nothing severe. It just shows and exposes a little bit of this nerve issue I'm talking about. Won't take a treat directly from me. So as you see, I toss one on the ground. Don't try to engage with them and just let them realize, like, oh, that was really good. This guy's got some good things for me. Now we're going to put the slip lead on here. Not putting him on a prong collar yet. I just want to start shaping a few commands. And that's what you're going to see here. I'm starting to shape a few commands, and most importantly, I want him to overcome his biggest hurdle right away and build some trust with him. He's very scared of this place board for no legitimate reason at all. It's an irrational fear of him, of his. And so I'm going to make sure he gets up on that board. I know this does look like a harsh tactic, but it has a very strong overall goal, which you're going to see here in a second. See how resistive he is to getting on that board, like there's lava on it or something. I'm going to force him up there. Now you see him up there, I'm going to offer him a treat that he won't take, so I don't need him to take it. I offered it. If he doesn't want it, he doesn't have to have it. But this is where the magic starts to happen. As soon as you see him get off the board, you're going to see his body language loosen up a little bit. I'm going to get him on there one more time, and you're going to start to see a lot more comfortability from there on out with me. It completely changes the overall tone of the entire lesson after this. And it's not because he's afraid of me. It's because I've built a level of trust just by making him face a fear that was very irrational in the first place and realizing nothing but good things happened afterwards. Finally get him to take that toy a little bit, but I'm not forcing it. I'm just trying to engage some prey drive and let him know, hey man, we're here to have fun. So as you can see, he's starting to get it, but he doesn't know yet. So with time, that's going to come.
That's a good one. It's supposed to feel like that? Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're going to fit Ghost for his prong collar. I've shaped a handful of commands that I want him to perform. And I'm comfortable that he understands what I'm asking him now. And so now we're going to use the prong collar to implement him listening. and I really like the Herm Springer quick release collars. I think this is actually even easier on him and clearer to him than the slip lead was. So I'm transitioning over to that now. I'm going to be teaching him just a few commands: sit, place, down, and a good recall. Around, no distractions, just little stuff in the house, no real life outdoor distractions. So you can see he's already taking treats from me now, so that shows you the level of trust that we've built just by making him do those uncomfortable things and showing him that, hey, there's nothing to be afraid of. So he's already feeling more confident and trusting in me. And I'm teaching him a down command. This one he's a little bit rusty on. He's a little bit unclear on. And so I'm just helping clarify it. It's the only time I'm going to give him a treat for a mistake like that. See, he's taking the food rewards, enjoying this. And now you see 2 quick, very light-handed prong collar corrections. I didn't tell him to get up yet. And each command that I do teach a dog, I want them to understand that I want them to be doing that command until I give them their release marker. Release marker lets them know, hey, you gave me everything I want. Now I'm going to give you what you want. As you can see, maybe sometimes it'll take a couple of times. No emotion involved here. There's no yelling at the dog, just clear communication. You can see right back on that place board. He loves it. Goes up there with no hesitation. And this is all in the matter of just a few minutes, guys. Look at that. Ask him to get up there. Goes up there with no problem. And I don't care whether he stands, sits, lies down, or walks in a circle on that board. As long as he keeps all 4 paws on that board, that's all I'm trying to get across here. Notice we're not facing any of the actual behaviors that they called about. I start off with every dog the same. I teach clear communication, and I have the owners work on that for an extended period of time and show the dog how to do the right things before we start correcting what they're doing wrong. And if you pay attention from the beginning of this video until now, look how much looser and more comfortable that dog's body language is compared to the tight, stiff, standoffish dog you seen just literally a few minutes ago. But here means like if I walk away, you keep coming with me. So now I'm just getting a recall, getting him back on that place board. Just simple things. These are not hard things for the dog to learn. So now teaching the dog that no matter where we're at, I ask them to sit so that, you know, if somebody's uncomfortable with dogs, you're out in public and you want to go say hi to somebody, the dog's going to sit, let you go say hi to whoever you're going to greet, and wait for you to come back and give him his release command. As you can see, he's picking this up very quickly, very well. All right, this is the most important part, guys. I taught the dog what we needed to teach him, but now it's time to make sure that the owners can keep following up on what I did today until I come back to further the commands, add in some more distractions next lesson. But until then, I need the owners to be able to do this stuff for themselves. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my time here. The dog will listen to me, but not them. So I do this with all my clients too. As you can see, I have the distraction, the minor distractions being added in. Had my brother put him on a place board and walk into the other room. As you can see, Ghost is waiting on his cue to tell him, hey, I like that you did that. So we're going to mark and reward the dog's behavior for being away from him.
If I click on it, give him a treat?
Nope, you already did. You're marking where he did the right thing with the clicker up there. So that's just give him his treat, and now we're going to let him know, all right, that's all I wanted. Now you can come off the board.
Break. Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
As you can see, clearly understands his release marker means I can go do whatever I need to do. Now we're getting my brother's wife, my sister-in-law Jackie here, to be able to do the same thing. And you can see, once the dog understands what you're asking of him, he's really happy to do it. This is a dog that's very eager to please, and a lot of people just misunderstand when their dog's not listening. Maybe it's your fault. Maybe the dog doesn't have a clue what you're asking of him. And that's clearly the case here, because you see the difference now. They could never get their dog to do this before. They're saying way less. We're not repeating commands. We're saying it one time. When the dog messes up, we're correcting the dog in a very clear manner, so it's not breaking the dog's spirit, and there's no confusion on why there's any corrections. These are very light corrections, by the way. I want you guys to really notice that. There's no yanking real hard on these prong collars. It's simple, quick, swift, clear corrections. And as soon as the dog feels it, it completely understands it. No yanking. You could see very little tension, if any at all, the majority of the time we're doing this training. You'll notice the dog is starting to burn out here, and I'm just explaining to the clients, in this case, my family members, but I do this no different than any other training scenarios with real life clients. When they're confused about something, I help walk them back through it and clarify to them, because as much as I have to teach the dogs pick it up pretty quick. But the owners, that's the difficult part. A lot more explanation needed there. So that's what we're doing now. Bust out some dance moves and cause a real big distraction for Ghost here, because apparently that gets him every time. Every time my nephew starts to dance, dog jumps all around him. He thinks the dog hates it. I truly think the dog just wants to dance with him. But we're making it clear to the dog, even if the family members are dancing, if they're knocking on the door, I don't care what's going on, until you hear Mom, Dad, or Tristan say the release marker, you're to do what we told you until told not to. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. See, I'm adding in some distractions, tossing the toy, because at this point Ghost did really start to get comfortable and enjoy a game of tug with me. So now we're using that to our advantage, adding in just these minor distractions. We're not taking it outside yet. I want them to work on this for a few weeks in the home, just putting in a bunch of repetitions a few times a day, spending 5-10 minutes and doing all this. All right, so now I'm just having a sit-down discussion while we keep Ghost in the place command about why he needs to be able to do these things and how to do them appropriately. If everybody's not on the same page, then this training can go sideways very quickly, and then we're just wasting our time. You know, we could show the dog everything we want to show him, and even though it looks like he's very understanding of this stuff right now, until we put in hundreds of repetitions, this is never going to be in the dog's long-term memory, and he can forget it very quick, just like us. We want all this stuff eventually to become muscle memory. So I'm showing him exactly how the dog's supposed to be wearing the collar. I'm using my wrist as an example. I'm showing him where to put the leash on the prong collar, so when he does his homework, he's not doing it wrong. Showing him, you know, how to implement a proper prong collar correction. We don't want to go straight up. We don't want to go straight back or forward. We want to give 2 quick pops at about a 45-degree angle, very light. We're not trying to hurt the dog. We're just trying to apply just a little bit of pressure to let him know that's not what we're looking for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, stay tuned for Ghost progression. He's doing really, really well. I was very surprised on how quickly we were able to pull him out of that fearful state. To all the people that see this video, if you're dealing with similar issues, give me a call. I'd love to get you guys on track. I know you guys have some great dogs, and if you're dealing with any big problems, let's get them fixed, guys. 440-231-2334. You could also email me at joek9academy@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing from you guys. As always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share these videos if you're finding them helpful, and stay tuned for more updates.